Hi there, this is a making of video of this painting.
Some years ago, I gave this so-called gift card to some very important people, where I promised I will paint a Totoro themed painting. Exactly 10 years ago, I found these beautiful postcards in Japan. Starting with a quick small thumbnail is always a good idea to see how the composition works. As the paper was so big, I attached it to a wall to be able to see it from a good angle and also from afar. The pencil sketch took me about 5 hours. I'm not used to working with such a big canvas, but being able to walk back and watch it from a distance helped a lot. Drawing the line art was the easiest and the fastest part, and I finished that in 3 hours. I used Sakura Pigma Micron liners. They are waterproof and work with watercolors. I wanted to recreate similar feeling in my painting as the postcards have, so I studied their style. I used my Gansai Tambi watercolors. My camera setup wasn't very professional, so the time-lapse has some problems with the angle, but you get the idea. I started by adding the first layer of color for the whole image. The base color is pretty transparent, and I also left some white areas here and there, as lightest highlights. I wanted to keep the colors airy and light, so I used quite a lot of water. I'm actually used to more opaque watercolor style, so this was a nice, more traditional way of using watercolors. I haven't used so much before. Then it was time for the second layer of color for everything. Again, I left the parts I wanted to keep lighter untouched. I wanted to have Totoro and its friends surrounded by familiar plants we have growing in the forest here in Finland. All these plants can be found from the lake region of Finland. There is, for example, delicious forest blueberry, delicate violet and aromatic platanthera. The catbus is hiding among the bluebell flowers, which are called cat's bells in Finnish. The final layer was mostly just adding shadows to create more depth and contrast to the piece. I'd often have one brush with paint and another one with just water, and I'd first add the paint and then use the water brush to blend the paint so that there isn't too much paint. You don't need a lot of paint at a time with this type of traditional watercolor technique. I painted for a couple of nights and in total for about 13 hours. It took me less than a week to make the whole painting from start to finish. I took the finished painting to a local framing shop and chose this neutral colored frame and bright white passepartout to contrast the cream-colored watercolor paper. I was quite proud with how the painting came out, as I'm not so experienced with such big paintings. Also, the receivers of the gift were really happy with it.